Alert! Flash flood warning. Critical ADH. I'm Eric. Who am I with? Tell me who you are.
My name is Snowball or Snowballin'. I am an artist for the community.
Dude, you are such like I don't know if I realized just how connected you were until me and Logan showed up. You're posted. They can't see in the interview, but you were posted right by the front door. And then in the process of meeting you, I feel like we got to meet like half the vendors because I feel like you're super connected to a ton of the artists, basically on the southeastern coast. Did you just like wake up one morning and you're like, wow, I guess I'm like an integral part of the Magic community? or like, how did you get connected? How did you get your foot in the door?
So I had already been playing CDH for maybe like, realistically, like real CDH, like a year.
Okay.
And I had a surgery that left me like chilling at home.
Oh,
and
nice.
I'm already a fine arts student, and I'm sitting there trying to find something. Like, I can't just watch Netflix all day. I've watched the show quite a few times. And I remembered I had this tablet, and I'm like, dude, you know, my friends had tried to persuade me to do tokens and stuff, but I was just like, I'm not sure about it. And then I did this bird token, like this graffiti-looking bird that's like drunk, maybe a little angry, because it's like, don't forget what you did to me, you know what I mean? You took my spell away.
You know what you did?
Yeah.
Bird.
Yeah, never forget, bro. Never forget the wristic.
Never forget.
But I just started doodling, and I was like, all right, man, this is pretty cool. You know what I mean? And I've just, since then, in the past 9 months, I've done almost 600 completed pieces of artwork.
That's awesome. And then you've also continued to be a part of the EDH scene because you were part of the Invitational, right?
Yes, sir. I played in everything as much as I can, dude. I got to get better as a player, but yeah.
I know something that I think is really, really fun about getting the chance to talk to artists is that there's always so many areas to improve. I feel like no one's more critical of art than the artist who drew it. Oftentimes I find that Magic players can kind of find themselves in a similar place, especially now that we've started recording content. It's hard not to watch yourself after playing a game and you're like, why did I tutor for that?
Oh, yeah, for real.
Why?
Absolutely. I have a lot of those games.
Yeah. How have you found that kind of relationship between like art and artist, you know, someone who is like creating stuff for the Magic community, but also playing in it? Do you feel like there's been any crossover that's helped you grow as a player or any kind of connections you can draw between one and the other?
Absolutely. So, and I've had a judge called on me for this, but I will carry a little notebook around with me.
Yeah.
And I will write down when someone does something, right?
Yeah.
Like Timna, right? Someone goes to attack, and I'm like, you know, there should probably be a Timna trigger. That might be important, you know what I mean? And so secretly, I'm just snooping out what triggers might be needed by other players while I watch. So that's pretty much, in my opinion, just making observations, hearing the opinions and perspectives of players and things that they would like to see, you know, as far as art goes. I think that's honestly the feedback. The honest feedback is one of the best things to help push things forward.
Yeah, it's the receiving feedback, right, and saying someone, right, you know, like, look at this, like, tell me what you think, is a very vulnerable space, both as an artist, but also as someone who's just, like, playing, you know, if you want to, like, talk to a coach, you say, like, yeah, how do you think I did? Is it good? Is it bad? Where do I need to improve? Where are areas that like I potentially show talent that is unique and I need to put energy into? What are areas that like it doesn't matter how hard I try, I'm just not that guy. You're kind of putting yourself on the line. How either as an artist or as a CDH player have you found that kind of like either of inspiration or energy to tap into to give you the kind of endurance and energy you need to keep growing, keep going, keep playing?
Well, I love playing because I like hanging out with friends.
Oh, yeah.
There is no magic without the gathering.
Oh, absolutely.
I say that all the time. You got to have the people. The social aspect can be absolutely wonderful. I mean, you know, over the weekend we've made memories we won't forget, right?
Yeah.
And that is super important. If it wasn't for that, I'm not sure I'd probably play as much, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not really a super big fan of, like, a lot of online games, but being in person and playing, like, mental chess with other people or, you know, say there's, like, WOD plays and now you're just hysterically laughing because, you know, hey, sometimes fight plays have to happen, right? You know, you're just having fun chilling.
Yeah, they probably deserved it anyways.
Art-wise, I will say this, and I know this is for most artists, you know, you are your like worst enemy when it comes to critique. So, like, the biggest thing I try to do is let mistakes go. They're going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, not everything's going to be perfect. I'm only human, right?
Yeah.
And it's fine as far as finding influence to continue forward and finding like motivation to do things. I'm really blessed to have the support that I have, whether it's the community, my friends, my family. I don't run out of battery for that, you know. I'm always being pushed. Like, what else are we going to do next? You know, I have a long list of ideas and commissions that people want. And there are certain spots and different aspects and perspectives of my artwork that I want to dive into. Like, I want to do things a little brighter. I want to be more thoughtful on how I choreograph, how I'm laying this out while I'm doing it, you know. I don't want to rush through things.
Yeah. Oh, that's a big one. Yeah. I know a lot of times when we, you know, as a channel or me as an individual interviewing people, a lot of it is about the past, you know, what has happened or what people have done. Maybe kind of like turning our gaze to the future. What are ways that you, specifically as a CDH player who attends tournaments, are looking to grow, you know, casting your vision to the future from now? You know, maybe a year. What's something that you really hope either to achieve or an aspect of Magic that you hope to improve on, and kind of like I don't know, just really make a staple either of your play style or just of your skill set.
As far as CDH play goes, outside of playing Kinnan, I would love to find a deck that I thoroughly enjoy. You know, my bird, the Nadu, was a direct IV of dopamine. So, yeah, I know. God bless. Rest in peace.
I miss him so much.
That was my favorite deck. I haven't found another deck that just gives me that enjoyment, that thrill, the gamble while you're playing, you know.
Just give me one more target.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with Kinnan, it's like, oh, dude, I'm about to flip this Kant Sphinx right here, man, you know. But I like that feeling, even though, like, I know it's not, like, the most deterministic and it's very risky, but, like, live on the edge a little bit. Try things, right?
Yeah.
You know, take the risk. Maybe it's rewarding. Who knows? You know? I just haven't found a deck like that. In the next year, though, I would definitely like to be able to play more, especially now that college has slimmed down highly. I can do a lot more.
You're about to graduate, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dude, congrats. That's awesome.
Yeah. This last semester was rough.
That's a journey in and of itself. Yeah, it's you're very you got a lot of stuff in the oven.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are cooking. Find a deck that I highly enjoy. Get really well with it. Maybe get back to actually grinding and getting back to placing at big events. Getting better at focusing while I'm in a game and not letting ADHD take over. You know,
that is so real.
That would be awesome. I would also like to start hosting events again.
Nice.
You know, back in Bama or even in the Southeast, especially like charity events I'm going to be planning throughout this year. And then the rest of it, I'm hoping to start having products in over 12 different stores nationwide. So I mean, that's awesome. The goal, brother. That is the goal.
You know, wrapping things up, is there anything you want to shout out? Any links that we can send people to, or any projects that you've got either in the works or about to come out that you really want to? You're like, you guys should check this out. Yeah,
you can check out my Etsy. Look up Snowball in 26, and I'm hoping here in the near future. It might end up being next year, I'm not sure yet, but I would like to do a Kickstarter with like 25 to 30 different like Commander playmats. Go pretty wild with it, I hope, man.
Wildin'.
We're going to see how much we can push out. Oh, yeah. We trying to snowball, you know what I'm saying, baby?
Always at the words.
But yeah, man, I mean, the future looks bright and hopeful, right?
That's awesome.
You just got to keep pushing forward.
Gotcha. Well, all we got to do is just get past this rain and this flood warning, and then hopefully we can both get home safe and sound. Hey, dude, thanks for taking the time to. It's been a great weekend hanging out with you.
I enjoy your. Yeah, dude, we had a good time.
Yeah, it's super fun.
A really good time.
And Logan's not here, so I'm just gonna walk around here.
Have a good night.